on our program because Don is ill, and I know how that is, and it sucks. But we are going to go to our next guest. Before we go to her, we've got IQL Rizzoli back with us here on our program, and Kathleen joins us here on our broadcast, and we are going to do something a little bit different here on our program. We are going to talk music and entertainment with Kathleen because she is a musician. She is a fabulous musician, by the way. Kathleen, talk to us a little bit about your musical career.
Well, I grew up outside of New York City. My family is from Ireland, so I grew up really entrenched in Irish culture, Irish music, step dancing, and my brothers and I started a band as children, and we're still in the same band. It's called Celtic Cross, and it's based out of New York City, and we've been doing the Irish circuit everywhere from New York to Kansas City, which has an amazing Irish community out there. Lots of the Irish festivals. And about a year ago, I ventured off to do a solo project down in Nashville, Tennessee. This is my first solo project, and that was an extremely terrifying and exhilarating experience all in one, to venture off on my own to do this solo project.
That's awesome. So, why is Celtic music such a huge deal all over the United States? I have been deluged. I have been to the McPherson Opera House here locally, and they bring in one or two Celtic acts every single year, and they sell out every single time. I did not know there were so many damn people doing Celtic music. Why is this such a big deal?
Well, I think Celtic music is folk music, and I think it's also country music has roots in Irish music. They all kind of are distant cousins, all these genres. And I think that people really gravitate towards Celtic music because of the storytelling that's involved with it, and the history lessons. And I think that there is just a lot of people with Irish heritage in the United States. A lot of my relatives ended up in Kansas City that immigrated from Ireland. So we are just all over the place, scattered. So I've been to Kansas City a few times for your Irish festival out there, and it's just incredible.
We have got the fantastic Kathleen Fee with us today. She joins us live here on our big program. We also have the amazing IQL Rizzoli. Now, IQ joins us today from Europe. IQ, is Celtic music a big frickin' deal in your neck of the woods, my friend?
Not far away. Ireland's around the corner from England, so that's not a problem. By the way, most of the Irish who ended up in America came during the famine in the 19th century, when they had an incredible famine of the potatoes failure. And at least 1 million of them came to the United States of America. So you have a huge number of Irish people from the beginning, from the 19th century. And there is no way on earth you can eliminate the culture from the people. There is no way. And they perpetuate it. And Kathleen is one of them, for sure.
Yes. So, Kathleen, you have an incredible music project that you're working on right now. It's called Glitter Gold. This is what you're out promoting. Tell me and IQ a little bit about Glitter Gold.
Well, I came down to Nashville about a year ago and had the opportunity to collaborate and write with some of Nashville's best singers, songwriters. And I wanted my solo sound to not be like my Irish sound so much, but I still wanted it to feel authentic to who I am, because I can't take that out of me either. That wouldn't be authentic.
Yeah.
So I came down and I wrote some beautiful songs and produced them down in Nashville, where the talent level is just so incredible. There's a mixture of some more Americana songs. There's a couple of really country songs in there. It's just like a nice, I think, array of country music, folk music. My inspiration is kind of 90s country. I love Kim Ritchie and Mary Chapin Carpenter and that kind of music. So I wanted it to sound like that. I think 90s music is on its way back in all genres. So that's really what I kind of used as a guideline for what I wanted it to sound like.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We have got.
Where can one buy your music? Or
yes. Where do we get your stuff?
Well, you can find me on all the streaming platforms, Apple and Spotify and Amazon, YouTube. I'm on all of those channels now. It's Kathleen Fee, Fee, music. And on my website and on Instagram, Facebook, and my website is Celtic Cross, KathleenFeeMusic.com. You can find me on Celtic Cross too, though.
That's awesome. We have got Kathleen Fee with us today. She joins us live here on our big program. So what has been the feedback that folks have given you on this new project that you've got?
Well, the first single I released was called Glitter Gold, and I felt like that was actually the first song when I sat down in Nashville that we wrote, and it's kind of a more serious topic about how the messages in the song is not to compare yourself with other people. Like, you look on Instagram and Facebook and everyone puts up a very big front of their beautiful life. And, I think when you dig deeper, nothing's always glitter gold. And, we are all on our own personal journeys, and we need to be aware that, everyone could be going through something and that you're not alone. So that was the Glitter Gold song. This next one I just released is definitely more of, as my friends would say, it's more of a banger. It's about going out on the town for a night and dealing with the repercussions the next morning of a good night out. It's the morning after the night before.
That's awesome.
Are these records? By the way, are they records actually?
I'm not printing any records or CDs at the moment. It's really all on the streaming platforms. But maybe if I do a tour, I'll do some CDs, but I haven't thought about that yet.
So they're not a record as such. So they are on
It's an EP. Yeah.
You're just doing the digital, or not?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, I don't know if many people these days are really printing CDs anymore. You would probably.
I think there's what is so weird. I just find this so strange. But when I cover music events, it seems like they're selling LPs and records. They're not really selling CDs. They send people to the digital sites, and then they go, but we have these LPs and these records over here, and then they tell me during these interviews, they're like, we sell the crap out of these things.
Wow.
And I'm like, what in the world? And I know there was a rapper, of course there was a rapper, a couple of years ago who was trying to bring cassette tapes back. He was doing cassette tapes. I don't think he was really successful in that aspect. But the LPs, man, I just don't know. I know there are some, as the kids call it, old heads, who do the LPs and love the LPs. In fact, there's a guy here locally has a venue called the Red Shed, and he loves the crap out of LPs. He's got a huge collection of those things. So,
I mean, there is something nostalgic about going into a living room and like it's just so vintage and cool again. Like you go spin like the Rolling Stones, on the record player, and it sounds so good. So I get it.
The audience you have, are they mostly men or women or mixed?
Yeah. What is your demo? Is it mostly men, women, and mix? What's the?
Oh, like I would say it's 50-50. Yeah, it's maybe 60-40 women. And,
That's awesome.
and the age groups, they're anywhere from, 25 to 60. So I'm kind of like smack in the middle. And I'm okay with that. Mostly in the US. I have a pretty decent following in the UK, Ireland, England. But yeah, mostly in the US. New York is where my band Celtic Cross is based out of. So it makes sense that, the people that know me through the bands are following me on this solo venture that I'm doing now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So how do you make money? I don't understand. I mean, I understand if somebody sells a CD, they make money. I can understand. So how can you?
Yeah,
make money?
IQ is new to the streaming situation. Kind of talk to us a little bit about that. How because you mentioned you're not really touring, and most bands they make all their money off touring. So, and you're not selling essentially CDs. So where does that money come in so you can go do the touring and things like that?
Well, it comes in through the streaming platforms. The more streams and downloads you get, or like you get put on playlists is the big goal.
Yes.
If you want to get to any playlist really that Spotify has a number of them that I've luckily been included on. So when you into the hundreds and the thousands of streams, that's when you start to make some money.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've heard over the last couple of years the big thing, and I get these press releases from these PR people that are always like, you need to mention add to the playlist.
Yes.
What is the term?
Playlist ad. Or pre-save or
pre-save, that's it.
Yeah.
I see that term constantly and I'm like, oh,
Well, I think it's all about algorithms now, and it's such a different world, and it's also, our attention spans are like 8 seconds apparently now. So when you do Instagram things, it's like they want it quick, they want it fast, and they want it, to move on. Like, it's just a different world where the attention span, and if you're promoting something, they're like, don't promote it from that more than 2 days before, because you're going to lose everyone's interest if you start like pushing it like weeks beforehand.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go, IQ.
Because it shows it reflects on the mentality of the new generation.
Yeah.
If they lose their interest in 8 seconds, that
Dark
means their capability of getting information and digesting it is zero. Because you need time to digest information, even music. If you want to listen and appreciate it, you need to be relaxed, you need to be patient, and you need to listen properly. 2 seconds, 3 seconds, forget it. This reflects very badly upon the new generation of people, honestly.
I agree. Yeah. We're in the world of TikTok,
Yeah, but that's unbelievably useless.
That's unbelievably useless. I love that. I've never heard that before. That is amazing.
No, Kathleen agrees.
I do.
I don't need more than that. If Kathleen agrees with me,
I don't need more than that.
No, it's the attention span. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I give lectures. The maximum is 6 minutes.
That's amazing.
6 minutes in a lecture. 6 minutes. So what do? I start with the conclusion.
You give away the finish before
we have questions and answers. Because if I start with the whole lecture, by the time I get to the middle of the lecture, half of them are asleep. Honestly, James, it's unbelievable. You have to go to the ending, to the conclusion, to keep them alive, because when you give them the conclusion, they want to answer the questions. That's the only way to do it. And I do that.
It's amazing.
It's the only way.
We've got a great guest with us today. Kathleen Fee joins us live here on our big program. Glitter Gold is available everywhere, literally everywhere. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer. I didn't even know that Tidal thing was still around. Amazon Music, YouTube Music, iTunes, Pandora. And what the hell is the difference between YouTube and YouTube Music? Because I see it's listed twice on your deal, and I'm like, what the hell's the difference between?
Well, I think YouTube, you can have your own YouTube channel where you can put out, content, and then YouTube Music would be like where I would put my videos that I've done.
Okay.
So I've done two music videos currently for Glitter Gold and The Morning After the Night Before, and I'm heading down to Nashville in a week and a half to work on my third release, which is going to be Look Both Ways, and that's going to be coming out on July, I think 17th or somewhere around there, and that's when I'll drop the rest of the Glitter Gold EP. So again, like, it's a new world. I'm dropping 3 singles before I give you the whole EP. It's just how we piecemeal it out to people now, just because they won't listen to the whole thing. So you give them one at a time. You spoon feed them one at a time.
Just amazing.
Do you write your own lyrics? You write your own lyrics?
Yeah.
Yes, on many of the songs. Some of them I collaborated with. Some of them were songs that my producer had written as well that have never been released. So I'm going to release some of those, but they're mine because no one's ever released them before. They're coming out in just about a month and a half.
Congratulations, honestly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, really. I mean, because this is creative thinking. To write lyrics and to put it together and make it to a song, this is creative. Not a joke. It's really creative. It's amazing.
It's been a joy. Honestly, I have to say, working with my 2 producers, Alicia Hoffman and Rebecca Lynn Howard, who has 2 Grammys. I mean, they are have been the most amazing mentors and friends. I basically moved into their house when we were writing and producing, and just to have that pool of talent, which is so condensed in Nashville, and to be able to, collaborate with such brilliant minds and incredible people who are so humble, yet so willing to share with you, has been such a true gift of my life. Like, I've always done my music with my brothers and my bandmates. So to step out, and get out of your comfort zone and jump into something has been a real, growing moment for me in my life. So I'm so grateful.
That's awesome. We have got a great guest with us today. Kathleen Fee joins us here in our broadcast talking about Glitter Gold, which is, we're going to be playing Glitter Gold a little bit later on in the program. So you are on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all these places. Tell me a little bit about your social media presence.
Well, I'm on Instagram pretty regularly, and I'm also on Facebook. I feel like those are my 2 big platforms. I'm not really a TikToker, and so I usually update Instagram at least every other day with just what I'm doing or what I'm working on, and then Facebook, I'm on there as well. So those are my 2 big. It's Kathleen Fee Music for both.
That's awesome.
Are you intending to travel?
I am looking forward to traveling. I'm going to hopefully do a CD release party, one in New York City, and then I'll do one in Nashville, Tennessee, and then we'll take it from there. If I can put a little tour together and get down to Kansas City, I'll come up and visit you. And England. You're in England, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
IQ is somewhere in England, so.
Yeah. It will be a pleasure meeting you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Kathleen, what do you think about the fact that you can basically get on and do all these various things on the internet, and you don't need major backing, you don't need all the stuff that artists used to have? What do you think about all this?
Well, I can tell you that it's hard work. I think, nothing good ever comes easy. And I, tip my hat to those people who have become famous and made livings out of putting themselves out on social media, whether it's just influencers for health or music or whatever it is. Like, it's not as easy as it looks, and it's constantly coming up with inventive and interesting content to keep an audience captive. So in one way, it's a blessing, because if you want to work hard and grind, you can get ahead and you can get your name out there. And you definitely don't always need that backing of like a radio, or not a radio, of a record label.
Yeah.
You can do it on your own, but it's hard work. It's grinding and it's keeping at it.
Kathleen, life is not supposed to be easy. Believe me. No, I mean, this is a fact of history.
Yeah.
Life is not easy. If you don't fight, you are finished.
If you
have to
don't
be
fight,
struggling,
you are
have to be
finished.
struggling
Holy smokes.
every day of your life.
Welcome to IQ's TED Talk. If you don't fight, you're finished. Wow.
Of course.
I agree, though.
She's a fighter. If she wasn't fighting for her survival, if she wasn't fighting for her excellence in singing and lyrics, she wouldn't succeed in anything. No way.
No way. That is awesome. It is Kathleen Fee. She's with us today here on our big program. So, Kathleen, as we wrap up with you, where do we get your music and get involved with everything you're doing online?
Well, thank you so much for having me on your
Yes.
show. It's actually been such a pleasure talking with you both. Instagram is Kathleen Fee Music. Facebook is Kathleen Fee. You can find me on my website. It's all Kathleen Fee. And YouTube. Check out the new video that I just dropped the morning after the night before. It's super fun. And I will be in touch right when I'm releasing the EP in July. And I'd love to come back on and say hi again.
Fantastic.
That would be lovely.
Yes.
Wish you the best. Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Well, Kathleen, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. There she goes. That is Kathleen Fee. And she joined. We are going to go to Glitter Gold. And it is live here, Kathleen Fee, on your big broadcast.
I'm a believer, big-hearted dreamer. Sometimes I feel like I'm just everybody's fat. Yeah, I'm working hard to win. I get ahead and then I stumble in the rain instead. I wanna be on their page of the story, blazing in that kind of glory, dancing on that side of the road where it's raining glitter gold. Where it's raining glitter gold.
That is Glitter Gold. Kathleen Fee with us today here on our big program, Coast to Coast, Boda to Boda, as they say. Get a hold of us online over there at jiggyjaguar.com. That is JIGGY, JGUAR.com. Thanks for joining us here on our big